In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to solve rational equations that have different denominators. So these are the steps that I have outlined here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cross multiply or cross distribute to get the numerator of our new fraction. And then we're going to multiply the denominators together to get a common denominator. And then we're going to cross distribute again and solve. And of course, we can apply the calculator strategy here, which I'll show you. We can put the left side of the equation in, we'll say F1 or the input box 1 for Desmos, and we'll put the right side in F2 or input box 2 for Desmos, and we're just going to calculate the intersection and look at the x value or x values if there's multiple solutions, and those are going to be our answers. All right, so let's take a look at our problem here. So the first thing we want to do is we want to cross distribute. So I am going to cross distribute this 4 times the x minus 2. So 4 times x is 4x, and then 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then we are going to cross distribute the 6. So we'll say 6 times x is positive 6x, and then 6 times 1 is positive 6. That's going to be the numerator on the left side here. And then to get our common denominator, we just multiply these two guys right here, the x plus 1 times x minus 2. And that's all equal to 3. And we can say that's 3 over 1. So now what we want to do is we want to cross distribute now. So now we're going to cross multiply. We're going to take the 3 and multiply it over here. So we'll say, let's divide this up here. Get out of there. So we'll say 3 times x plus 1 times x minus 2 equals, and then we are going to multiply everything that we have up top right here times 1. That means nothing's going to change. So that means we can just combine like terms here. We can do 4x plus 6x is 10x, and then we can put the numbers together. Negative 8 plus 6 is negative 2. So it's basically like a very complex proportion. We have a fraction equal to another fraction. All right, let's do some multiplication here. We are going to multiply this 3 times the x and then 3 times 1, so that is 3x plus 3 times x minus 2 equals 10x minus 2. We're going to do a multi-distribution. We're going to multiply this 3x over here. 3x times x is 3x squared. Multiply it again. 3x times negative 2 is negative 6x. Now we multiply the 3 times x is positive 3x. And we can say 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, and that is equal to the 10x minus 2. All right, so let's clean some stuff up here. Let's simplify. Let's combine like terms so we can put these x's together in the middle. 3x squared minus 3x minus 6 equals the 10x minus 2 on the right. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move everything to one side. We're going to move the 10x and the negative 2 to the other side because we want it to be in quadratic form. So when I move the 10x to the other side, I'm going to subtract it. So we subtract the 10x with the x here. That is 3x squared minus 13x minus 6 equals the negative 2. And then we want to move the minus 2 to the other side. The opposite of minus 2 is plus 2. That will go with the number, right? Numbers go with numbers, x's go with x's. And so we're finally left with 3x squared minus 13x minus 4. This is not factorable, so we are going to use the quadratic formula, which means I have to label this is my A, negative 13 is my B, and then the negative 4 is my C. Quadratic formula, yeah, this is taking a lot of steps here. The negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. All of that divided by 2 times a. All right, when we plug in our numbers, we are going to only substitute the numbers here for the letters, right? Only the numbers for the letters. Don't change any of the pluses or minuses in the formula here. All right, here we go. So we're going to go negative b. B is negative 13. So we substitute negative 13 right here. Plus or minus the square root of negative 13 squared minus 4 times A is 3 times the value of C is negative 4. All of that divided by 2 times the value of A. Well, A you see right here is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Now we're ready to clean up everything here. So we have double signs, so that means 13 plus or minus the square root of all of that on the inside. If I take this right here, don't type in the square root, but if I just simply just type in exactly what I see right here, this is 217 divided by 6. Now we can start to estimate here. I can take the square root of 17, or 217, excuse me. The square root of 217 is about 14.73. And the plus or minus, so what does the plus or minus mean? This means we have two answers. We have 13 plus 14.73 divided by 6. And we have 13 minus 14.73 divided by 6. And when you type those two in the calculator, you're going to get an answer of about 4.621 and negative 0.289, right? So what does that look like? I know most of you are going, wait a minute, that's a lot of steps. Is there a different way? Is there a shortcut? Yeah, let's take a look at our calculator strategy here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the left side in F1. We know we have two answers. So let's type in our left side, 4 divided by x plus 1 plus 6 divided by x minus 2. And then if I type in 3 is not going to show up. So I need to type in y equals 3. And there you go. So now I have two intersecting points. I have an intersecting point here, negative 0.288 and 4.622. So let's see if we have something that's close to that. Negative 0.288 and 4.622. Yep. 4.621 is what we got, and negative 2.89. So I would say we're good to go. Thanks for watching.